Hello and welcome to Your World This Week, the weekly roundup for all the top news stories of the week. The top news stories this week are:
coronavirus cases hovering in the range of 30,000 this week. India's total cases climbed to more than 97 lakhs and the death toll surged to more than 1.42 lakh. There are now total more than 3.6 lakh active cases, while 92.9 lakh people have been discharged. The daily positivity rate stands at 3.14% in the country, and the new deaths reported daily have been less than 500 since the last 5 days. Besides this, Delhi Health Minister Satyendra Jain on Thursday said that the death rate of COVID-19 will decrease slowly and the shortage of ICU beds will be addressed soon. He also said that ICU beds are to be used only for emergency purposes and also for COVID-19 patients. In Delhi, there are around 13,000 beds that are lying vacant currently. Meanwhile, moving on to the global figures, globally the number of coronavirus cases recorded around the world has climbed to over 69.58 million, while the death toll surged to 1.58 million, according to the Johns Hopkins University tracker. However, over 44.8 million people have been recovered from the virus. On the vaccine front, Bharat Biotech is the third company which has applied for emergency use authorization for its vaccine in India. It is the second Indian company to apply for emergency use authorization after the Serum Institute of India that has applied for such use for a vaccine developed by Oxford University and AstraZeneca. Pfizer had applied for the emergency use authorization to DCGI on December 6th after Pfizer's India's parent company Pfizer has already got emergency use clearance in the United States, United Kingdom, Bahrain and Canada. However, apart from this, the British medical regulator has also warned of adverse allergic reactions of the Pfizer vaccine, as reported by 2 healthcare workers with prior history of allergies. Moving on to the farmers' agitation in India, which surged this week as no resolution was found between the BJP-led centre and farmers. The Bharatiya Kisan Union on Friday moved the Supreme Court challenging the 3 agricultural laws recently introduced by the union government. The union claims that the laws will make farmers vulnerable to corporate greeds. Meanwhile, Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar on Friday reiterated that the government is ready to talk with farmers. The union minister urged the farmers to stop agitations in the interest of common people and take the path of discussion. Tomar also said that the central government has sent their proposal to the farmers' union, adding that they have discussed it but have not responded to the same. The adverse impact of the farmers' protest has resulted in 2 senior Delhi police officers heading security arrangements at Singhu border testing positive for coronavirus. The Singhu border is where thousands of farmers have been camping for 2 weeks. Both the DCP rank officer are in isolation, confirmed another officer. Hundreds of police personnel have been deployed at the Singhu border point to prevent protesting farmers from entering the national capital. As farmers held their ground, pressing for repeal of the 3 central farm laws, Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar on Thursday said the government had no ego and was ready to discuss with an open mind. Tomar said it was inappropriate of farmers to threaten a further agitation when discussions were underway. The centre on Thursday issued a fresh call for farmers to end their agitation and join the round of next talks. Having rejected the centre's proposal, the farmer union leaders reacted to the new appeal by saying they would continue their protest to repeal the laws. Meanwhile, farmers also said that the residence of BJP leaders, ministers and officers would be gheraoed and dharnas would take place at the district headquarters across the country on December 14. In the southern states also, the protests would continue indefinitely. Prime Minister Narendra Modi sets the ball rolling for the construction of the new parliament building. The foundation stone was laid by him on December 10th. The construction is expected to be completed by 2022, the 75th Independence Day, and the new building will showcase the cultural diversity of the country, said PM Modi. The estimated cost of the new parliament building is pegged to be around Rs 971 crore. On the other hand, the existing parliament building will be conserved as it is an archaeological asset of the country. Tata Projects Limited bagged the bid to construct the new Parliament building, which will be constructed near the existing building under the Central Vista redevelopment project. President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris were named the Times Magazine 2020 Person of the Year on Thursday for their election victory over the current US President Donald Trump, for changing the American history, for showing that the forces of empathy are greater than the furies of division, for sharing a vision of healing in a grieving world, is what Time magazine said while explaining its choice. The Democratic pair were chosen ahead of 3 other finalists, which including frontline healthcare workers and Anthony Fauci, the racial justice movement, as well as President Trump. On the entertainment front, 2 big names from Bollywood tested positive for the coronavirus this week. Earlier on Monday, actor Varun Dhawan tested positive for the novel coronavirus, and later in the week, it was actress Kriti Sanon. It's time for the sports, and India's humiliating defeat in the 50 overs format of India-Australia series was now overshadowed by a mesmerizing T20 series win against Australia. The men in blue beat the home team in the second T20 international match by 6 wickets and became the second country after Sri Lanka to win 2 T20 series in Australia. Meanwhile, there is some good news for Indian batsman Rohit Sharma's fan, as he has passed the fitness test at Bengaluru's National Cricket Academy ahead of the Test series against Australia again. Sharma had got a hamstring injury during the Indian Premier League. He has been now given the clearance in the fitness test and is expected to leave for Australia on December 14th. Here's the viral video of the week.
कैसे बताऊं किस किस तरह से पल पल मुझे तू सताती, तेरे ही सपने लेकर के सोया तेरी यादों में.
Hope you liked this edition of Your World This Week. We will be back next week with yet another episode of Your World This Week. Have a good day.